Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. My name is Liz and I'm a part-time reseller in Maryland, and today's video is a little bit different. You might recognize some of these items that I have recently sold from previous videos I posted, but I wanted to share these sales with you so that you would see what kind of profit you can expect to earn, so you'll know what to pay if you stumble across these treasures in your own path. Let's go check it out. So this listing actually was a little bit of a surprise, even though I had looked it up in the store. I thought this might sit longer than it did, but look at the sale price on this glass fruit. This would cover veggies too. Make sure you pick those up. It didn't take that long to sell, like I said. So it's worth grabbing, especially since you can probably get them relatively inexpensively out there. The next item was from the They're All Staring at Me video, or They Were All Staring at Me. I didn't even know what this thing was. It just looked weird. So I guess the lesson here is if you see something you haven't seen before and you think it's kind of weird, pick it up. I didn't even know what it was at first when I brought it home. It turns out it's an antenna topper, very rare and collectible, and it sold pretty fast. So these fairy lights came from probably the best estate sale I've ever been to. This was a pair in their original box. The color was very beautiful, this Parisian blue. And they sold fast too, I want to say in a few weeks. Original box is very helpful, and these fairy lights are in. I think I actually sold the pink fairy light from that same sale. These sold very fast as well. It was actually a mix and match set that sold, but it went under this listing. So the person bought 2 green and 2 orange from the estate sale where I got in a little bit early. You might want to check out that video. There was some cool stuff in addition to these at that sale. And to be fair, my friend invited me in early. There were no rules broken. The seller changed his own rules. I grabbed these brass rabbits on a whim. I don't do great with brass in general. I'm not sure why, but they sold relatively fast as well and for a great price. $79 is pretty good for 3 little figurines. They weren't very big, so I was happy with that. We know that mushrooms are still hot. The mushroom motif was popular in the 1970s. These are not the Merry Mushroom set. These were not made of ceramic, but they still sold in a couple of months. I think I had that bread box still. I think that's in my booth because it's so big. Sorry, I was trying to remember if that went with the set, but no, that is in my booth because it was really, really large to ship. So the lesson here is lock things up. I've had these glass doorknobs in my booth for years for like, I don't know, $5 to $10 a piece, and no one bought them. I put them in a lot and listed them, and they sold within a couple of months for $89. So I know that that might be sort of an eBay idea. I sell on Etsy, which is only vintage, but worth mentioning. Lennox spice houses sell great, but I wasn't sure you guys knew that there were also ceramic canisters. These have sold very quickly and gotten a lot of traffic in my shop. Keep your eye out for these. Good sellers. All of them sold for several $100s basically. I believe this was in one of my haul videos kind of early on. I believe you pronounce this Oaxaca. This is signed, and it kind of looks like a tourist piece you'd buy for your kids and then you donate, except it's really well done and signed. So look up stuff that's signed. This sold for over $300, and I think I bought it at my local antique mall. So, you know, not everybody is going to look for a signature or bother to look stuff up, and, you know, we can do that. Look at costume jewelry. Again, signature. If there's a signature, costume jewelry can be worth a lot more than fine jewelry. It doesn't have to be gold or sterling to sell well. This cute little piece sold really well very recently. There are collectors out there for all types of designers and, you know, maybe just insect pieces. Now this pink ice bucket is probably from the 80s, and it made me cringe a little because I remember this era too well maybe, but it did sell. It brought good money, easy to ship, not very fragile. So apparently it's back. So if something makes you cringe, just take another look. I think I shared this in another video with you guys. I got these at that estate sale. I think it was titled Estate Sale Gold. So these sold for almost $700. I almost put them in my booth for like 10 bucks. I thought they were just cool matches. I used Google Lens and also Google old school style to find out that they were very rare. These sold within 12 hours for almost $700. And I think this was from the Thief Caught on Video tape. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure. This was in its original box. Always look for the original box. So worth it. It just ups the price. I'm sure you know that from your other YouTubers if you watch others. This was a really cool piece. I don't think it had ever been used. And again, I remember when Garfield was popular, so I'm not really getting it, but his movie's coming out soon and he's coming back. And so this sold quickly, really easy to ship for $45. And I think I paid a few dollars maybe at an estate sale. Pretty sure he's an estate sale. And look for food dogs. For some reason, and they're not dogs, by the way, I think they're lions, they sell really well. And they sell for $100 and up quite often, even if they're kind of basic. So I just wanted to show you guys a few things you should look for out there. Happy hunting and solid selling. Thanks again for being here today. I greatly appreciate your support. Did you know that 95% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel? It would be great if you could just spend maybe a fraction of a second clicking that subscribe button, or at least clicking the like button so that I know that you're enjoying the content I'm providing. I hope that you get out there, have some fun time shopping, make some great profits, and I always hope that you never stop searching. And I will see you guys next time.